whirly dodge, that might take you out of the
Oh, that's
immersive
great.
experience.
I love that. I love doing it, but it's like you said, it's so immersive breaking.
And
So
I think
what
that's
my
one of the big
argument
reasons
might
if they
be,
had like the. Go ahead.
well, my argument might be is chivalry doesn't have to be an immersive game. It doesn't feel like an immersive game to me. The one thing that makes it immersive to me is that when I hit you with, whether it be a reverse overhead or an overhead, or if I hit you with an LMB, I feel like I'm hitting you. Like it feels
Yeah.
like
You just
that blade,
hear
like I'm in control of my blade. Wherever I want to swing it, I can swing it. If it hits, it hits. And that's what makes it immersive to me. So when I do a reverse overhead, I don't know, man. I just feel like I feel like I'm like that Sirio Pharrell guy in Game of Thrones, like the dancing swordsman, you know, like I can just,
Right.
I'm a
Right. Yeah.
ballerina basically. And I don't mind that,
I know what you mean. Compared to a lot of other games like War of the Roses and Mountain Blade and things like that.
which feels so clunky to me. I can't fucking play
yeah,
them,
they're
dude.
heavy. They're way
There's
too heavy.
no controlling that. Like
Chivalry acts. There's a lot of weight to the attacks. You know, you feel like when you're throwing that messer and it hits their armor, or the double axe especially. It's my favorite weapon, but
Oh
it's
God.
terrible for competitive. You
Yep.
just hear it. You know, you hear that hack into the armor, that splash and crack of the bone, the guy grunting or screaming if you kill him, and you know it's empowering.
and that feeling you get when you do it a 1 versus 4 and you come out on top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you stand in
and
the blood of your enemies, and
you're
you
hanging
press
on
C
by a
down.
thread. You're just like, I am all that is man.
Which I haven't really felt that in a game for a long time. And one game that I felt that on back in the day was called SOCOM 2. And that was a game where I feel like one man could really take a stand against his team. I mean, against the team, you know, like one man could take out 5 players and really win it for his team.
And I think Holy Moly Fool just made a very good point. It's something that I've been thinking for a while, and I didn't bring it up. But he thinks that for immersion, you shouldn't be able to swing through multiple people with every weapon. And I think that's a very valid point. You shouldn't be able to hit 3 people with a short sword, especially when they're all knights. I think
Lumarama,
that's
yeah.
something that I would like to see implemented into the game. Is
Or at least,
more categorization.
yeah. Like right now, you get 3 weapon states, and that's it. You have your wind up, your damage time or release time, and then your recovery. And if you're not doing that, you're idle. And so
Right.
there's no room for like any difference in like damage models other than like what sector you hit. But like if they were to implement like if you swing somebody, the next person you hit takes significantly less damage, and then if you even make it through them to the next person, depending on the weapon, it would do even less damage. So
Well,
like,
yeah, mechanics like that I think would be great implementations because then you have a situation where like the double axe, which is a very cool weapon, but bad mechanically just because it's outshined by the maul in every other way. You know, the double axe could have a little more prestige in close quarter combat because
it can cut through.
it would go through one person easily, you know, and so you're limited at your range and you're limited with your speed, but you have that power, the stopping power to be able to hit multiple people. But there's nothing like that in play, you know. I feel like it'd be better if, I don't know, there's a lot of weapons in the game that quite frankly shouldn't really affect knights whatsoever. And almost every weapon can kill a knight within 4 and 5 hits, if not 2 or 3. But the ones that kill a knight in 2 or 3 weapons probably should say that.
Yeah.
Like slashes and overheads from a sword should do practically no damage to a knight. If you can watch, you can look up YouTube videos of swords hitting knight armor, plate armor. It does nothing. You need blunt weapons and you need piercing weapons. Like so, spear would be good. Anything like the maul would be all right. Maces would be good. Swords versus a knight. You're kidding yourself.
Well, I think that'd be that's the type of stuff that I would like to see in Chivalry 2 if they're going that direction. things that are a lot more specific. Instead of sitting here whining and hooting and hollering about making every class balanced, why don't you balance one class to be good at fighting another and being bad at fighting another, and even at fighting a different one? You know, like some type of almost rock paper scissors dynamic, where
Yeah.
knights will get crushed on by these slow and heavy blunt weapons, but at the same time, to all the bladed weapons that are very good for cutting down on armored foes, they're relatively impervious to. And then, like, I think the dodge is a good concept for the men-at-arms.
I would like to
But
see it better implemented, like The Witcher has a good dodge mechanic where you roll out of the way, or plenty of
exactly,
other games do it where you can actually see the person moving, and it's not a teleport. That's all it needs to be, is not a teleport.
yeah, or maybe just like a shorter dodge.
Or maybe the dodge is just you move fast for a second and you can move fast in one direction. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not really like the jump and teleport like it is now. That's all it needs to be.
All right. Well, speaking of
And
teleports, guys, I like to change things up a little bit. This is just another talking point that I had random. I think we covered the whole immersion and what we expect for Chivalry 2. I think we all want a lot of we just hope the technology is there to implement these changes. You know, that's all it boils down to, is can they code it better? Can they add more depth to it? I think is what we're talking about.
That's true.
So for our next talking point, I said, I found this great man-at-arms advice on Reddit by this guy named Das Truck. And Das Truck, and I'll just say a quote that he left.
Anyone who doesn't know.
I just thought this quote would be kind of interesting. In quote, Das Truck, my honest belief is that North American MAAs, even the quote-unquote top ones, need a lot of work on their positioning. Basically, always try to engage 1v1s or peel enemies onto you to make the team fight easier for your team. Don't be afraid not to have a fire pot and swap for your shield if it means you can maintain constant pressure on their archer. So basically he's saying use your man-at-arms as a guide to take away from the group fight. Hopefully people follow you, and that means the knights and the vanguards can outnumber the rest of them, because they'll be trying to kill you as a man-at-arms. And we see that happening all the time.
Yeah. As a man-at-arms, you want to play cheeky. You want to get behind them. You want to poke them. You want to get people to follow you. Kill the archer when he's not looking. Fire pot them from the back. Just want to put on your funny-looking helmet. Press XX2 as many times as you can and just annoy the crap out of them. That's your goal. Yep. And eventually, you will break the front line from behind, and your knights and your vanguards and archer will push through.
I think we're gonna see.
I play men-at-arms myself. That's the general tactic I see all the higher ranked and more veteran men-at-arms doing. They make the presence known, but they don't force it on anyone. They really put pressure on the whole situation, not just any one person.
Yeah, I think with Merc's mod, you're going to see more of these man-at-arms, an important role to fill with the speed, their ability to make 2v1 situations a reality. So anyway, I just saw that post, and I thought that was a really good post. If anybody has a chance to see it, it's on Need Help with Man-at-Arms. Somebody posted that from, actually, Ned Stark from the clan we just watched, Imprisoned. He was asking for advice. And there's some
nice.
badass Man-at-Arms advice in there that really opened my eyes to a few things. So anyway, I guess that's about wraps it up, man. I guess we should go check and see what's going on with the scrim up there. Let's go. What do you say we go upstairs, guys? And see what's going on with our clan, all right? So everybody out on the Twitch, man, it's been real. Things are going to get crazy. I'm not going to talk to you as much once I go upstairs. Feel free to hang around. I don't know what's going to happen. We might scrim. So
It might take an hour to get started.
This is Starving Orphan, Rape Johnson. My name is Sleepy. Thanks for everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, people.
Night, everybody.
Over.
Channel switch. User joined your channel. Whoa.
User joined your channel.
Repos is just whoa.
We're back.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome back, fellas.
What they
Yeah.
do? What they do?
What to do?
User entered your channel.
Let me rest.
Welcome back, Sleepy.
Midas is back.
Welcome back.
Alright,
You got
how
a
did
lot
your
of
stream go?
It was great.
Amazing.
Had a lot of fun.
Nice.
Dude,
Gave
that was
away
that
3
was a
games.
good ass scrim.
Yeah,
Rape shot.
It was, man.
it was great.
Fucking.
Did you get from the perspective of the players too, or did you fly around?
both.
Oh, nice.
It's for the most part. I usually see people just do the ghost camera because you never know who you're gonna get when you start looking around. But
Yeah.
you know, I like. To
Alright,
see
I'm
the
restarting
both.
it again with new passwords.
Restarting what?
Server.
Dallas?
Yeah.
New admin and new,
Yeah, new both.
okay.
So
That's
the password to get into
Don't
the server.
say it.
Why are you streaming still?
Think Sleepy is.
Oh.
Sleepy.
That's okay.
I'll mute up. I'll mute up.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
All right, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Do you guys still need me to scrim? Is that what was going on?
We got a lot
Oh,
of people now.
Well,
Do
if
you
you
want
make a
to
script
up
for
to
me,
you?
I'd probably rather. I wasn't planning on scrimming. I'd kind of rather go to bed. So if you got numbers,
Sleepy could stream if we have.
Yeah.
if you want me to scrim, then
Yeah,
I'll scrim.
we,
But
we
if
could get sleep
but
to
if you want to
record
sub,
it and stream it.
Oh.
Still got
I need to get
12
some
viewers.
hey, it worked.
Who's that guy? Do you guys know a guy named Hat Dangle?
No.
Level 60 in here.
Just
That might be Gangster Love.
I want it.
Oh shit. I see you, chicken.
I gotta get warmed up.
All right, where's Chief? Chief, are you
Gary,
online?
I'm loving the theme so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really easy to remember. You know what it's related to.
Yeah.
Where is the new Reddit link?
Reddit link for what? Here, now he's gonna be asking for it.
The what?
The new password.
No, I found it.
I was talking. Chief was just in here a little bit ago. Because I thought he wants it. He's probably gonna want the admin password.
Gentlemen, there's no fighting in the war room.
You know, it's funny. I did this game giveaway, and there's like people. So a group of people won. Like a few people won. But there's already people creating fake accounts with those names and then adding me and pretending they won. So crazy. So crazy, man.
For the game, Brad.
So crazy.
Creating fake Steam accounts for real?
Yeah, this guy.
Just look at their time in Chivalry.
This guy from Tempest, actually. Munchy Wheats. Tempest Munchy Wheats. Gumball. His name is Gumball. That sucks.
You should have had them send their Steam ID in this shit.
The Infernal?
That sucks.
Hey, Crit, did you see that level 60 guy in here? His name was Hat Dangle.
Yeah. There's a, I don't know, there's a 60 that's in here a lot lately. It wasn't the same name, but
I don't.
people
I've never
change their
seen
names
that
a
guy
lot.
before.